Everything in existence repeats according to a precise temporal system. All the circumstances we go through return to us again. What may seem like random events are in fact sequential repetitions within a tightly woven web of time, creating measurable patterns known as time cycles. If you reflect on your sudden cravings for certain foods on specific days, or the inexplicable urge to visit a place or wear particular clothes, you'll eventually discover that all of this follows a recurring temporal pattern. The researcher William Gann pointed out that time is the most important factor in determining stock prices and market movements, believing that prices move according to recurring geometric and temporal patterns that can be predicted. If you observe your emotions that appear spontaneously without clear reason, you'll find they too repeat in daily, monthly, or yearly cycles. They result from a hidden connection between your consciousness, your physical and psychological memory, and the unfolding of the external world. Even family conflicts that reappear at the same time each year or month are not isolated incidents, but temporal signals reminding you that there is a recurring melody in your life. Some periods are even linked to the weakening of your immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness, as if time itself opens a window for imbalance. This explains the repeated occurrence of symptoms or health relapses in regular time cycles. Know that the universe was created to move in circular patterns. No experience passes without echoing back in a later time. God has set both the outward and inward systems so that the same scenarios and conditions return to you again. Most of the time, you unconsciously make the same old choices. This repetition is not random. It preserves the blessings in your life from vanishing, yet it can also trap you in circles of pain and suffering as long as you keep reproducing them with the same mindset. God says, "And such days we alternate among the people." Everything that repeats is a test. Are you still the same person you once were, or have you changed? God's law in His creation is fixed. He does not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. Every recurrence is a chance for a new beginning, and its outcome depends on your choice. On another level, God has made your subconscious mind record and store it and project it back into your life. Repetition gives you a sense of safety and stability. Over time, these patterns become ingrained programming, deeply shaping your reality, whether positive or negative. Have you heard the saying, "History repeats itself"? Events may shift in their characters and timings, but their essence remains the same until a person grasps the meaning and breaks the cycle to create a different path. Your task in the face of these repetitions is to recognize the pattern you are living within, to observe the recurring dates and times. For instance, notice when your bad moods resurface, on which day of the week or at what hour of the day. Eventually, a clear rhythm will emerge, repeating at regular intervals. At that point, you'll no longer be a victim of circumstances. Awareness of the pattern is enough to change its course. Once you realize its existence, you can alter its sequence and thus break the cycle entirely, freeing yourself from it. Conversely, for positive patterns, you can strengthen and expand them, turning repetition into an ally rather than an adversary. And know, seeker, that time cycles are not limited to conscious beings. They are a universal law flowing through every aspect of existence, from the motion of the planets and the alternation of night and day to the biological rhythms of living organisms. These are visible to us and measurable, yet beyond our perception lie immaterial cycles that move within hidden layers of existence, such as those connected to places where events tend to repeat at fixed times, as though the location itself carries a temporal memory. The same applies to human history, with the rise and fall of nations, like what is known as the curse of the 8th decade, and other phenomena that reveal temporal rhythms shaping the destinies of peoples. Indeed, the periods of prosperity and decline in ancient civilizations were also governed by invisible threads weaving together both material and spiritual reality.